Title: The Bloom After the Storm. Story: in a small, dusty village nestled between hills, lived a young girl named Faith. She was born into poverty, the fourth of 6 children. Her mother was a petty trader, her father, a drunk who often returned home angry and empty-handed. Faith learned early on that survival wasn't a birthright, it was something you fought for. At age 10, she was already selling fruits by the roadside, her dreams tucked away in the corners of her heart. She wanted to be a teacher. She loved the way her village teacher told stories, how her voice brought books to life. But life had other plans. At 16, she dropped out of school to help care for her sick mother. After her mother died, Faith was left to raise her younger siblings. And when she was barely 18, an older man from the city asked for her hand in marriage. Desperate to escape the cycle of struggle, she agreed, hoping it would lead to a better life. But her marriage was not the salvation she hoped for. Her husband, though not cruel, was cold and distant. He worked long hours and expected Faith to be both mother and father to their children. She cooked, cleaned, and hustled, selling bread in the streets, sewing clothes at night, barely sleeping. Yet she never complained. Her children were her light. She poured every ounce of hope into them. When her youngest son asked why she always smiled even when she was tired, she replied, "Because I see something in you that gives me strength. One day, you will carry my dreams." Years passed. Faith faced many trials, illness, the loss of a child, near eviction. But through it all, she kept her faith and her fire. Her children saw the sacrifices, the quiet prayers, the worn hands that never stopped giving. Her eldest daughter, Felicia, graduated university with honors, becoming a teacher, the very dream Faith once had. Her son, James, built a foundation to educate girls in rural areas, naming it the Faithful Hope Initiative. Her youngest, Angel, became a writer and published a book about their mother's life. It became a bestseller. On Faith's 60th birthday, they surprised her with a small school built in their village, the Faith Learning Center. As she stood before the ribbon, tears streaming down her face, Faith whispered, "Now I am truly alive." The crowd cheered, but her children only looked at her with tears in their eyes, knowing the truth, that everything they became was because of her strength, her love, and her sacrifice. Moral lesson: the seeds of sacrifice may not bloom immediately, but when watered with love and resilience, they grow into legacies that change the world. True success is not in what we gain for ourselves, but in what we inspire others to become.